Children internalize this pain and blame themselves for it, creating the belief that they're the problem and that they're not lovable, that there's something wrong with them, not with their parents. This is a survival mechanism that soothes the child with a false sense of control and helps them deal with the terrifying realization that there's something wrong at home and that they're not safe. But as an adult, you have enough life experience to see things for what they are. You're not perfect, and you can accept that your parents aren't either. If you aren't willing to acknowledge what happened, work through your feelings, and let it go, it's likely that you'll repeat the pattern by rejecting accountability for your own actions. I knew a woman who had suffered a great deal of physical and emotional abuse from her father growing up. Her mother was a kind and humble woman, but she never once stood up for her daughter. So this woman learned to do what her mother did: pretend the abuse wasn't happening. Today, she's a middle-aged woman with severe behavioral and addiction problems who can't understand why her adult children are so, quote, judgmental. Her father's actions had no consequences, and she expresses her resentment by rejecting accountability in her own life. This brings up an issue that often goes unaddressed, but that, in my opinion, has to be. Allowing abuse to happen is just another form of abuse. In the case I already mentioned, the woman's father was the aggressor. He abused both his wife and his daughter. But for whatever reason, her mother allowed it to happen. Her mother was the only other adult present who had the power to stop it, to remove herself and her daughter from the situation, but she didn't. Adults who are aware of abuse and do nothing about it are just as responsible for it as the aggressor.